Hey everybody, I am back, and today we have a quick, hopefully quick, video because I made a purchase from Propa Beauty, which is a black-owned makeup company, and so, yeah, I love lipsticks, so I bought 6 of them. I'm planning on doing arm and lip swatches on myself, and also getting my mom, who is darker than me, to do arm swatches and possibly lip swatches as well if she's willing to do so. Mainly if she can't or doesn't want to do all of them, like if she can do 1 or 2, I would be very grateful for that. So I'll ask her what she's willing to do, and hopefully I can get swatches on 2 different skin tones because I'm quite light. She is significantly darker than me, so yeah. I would say I'm like a light skin tone. Obviously, my mom I would consider more of a medium skin tone. So yeah, we are going to see how much she's willing to do. I'm sure she'll be at least willing to do a full arm swatch of all of them, but I don't know if she's willing to do 6 lip swatches because that's a lot. Even I'm thinking that's kind of a lot. So I'll show you the colors I got and then pop in swatches as we go along. I will say I did open all of these already and took a peek at them. 2 of them have some funky like lines in them, so I'll just show those first. So I got Limitless. If you haven't seen it, everyone's been talking about these. It's a bummer because these are the 2 that I was like most excited about. And there's like a funky like, can you see? Yeah, you can. I don't know if there was like a hair or fiber or whatever in here, but there's just that little wonky line. A little bummed out, but I'm still gonna use it. I don't give a shit. So there's that one. I will insert the swatch on me here. Next we have Profits, which is the other one that has like a wonky line on it. I'll show you. I can get this out. It's not as prominent, but it is there. Can you see? You can kind of see it. But anyways. Once again, I also do this thing. Put the swatch here. Is that gonna get annoying? Me being like, here's the swatch? Like, it might be. It might be annoying. Maybe I'll stop saying it and I'll just pop the swatches in here as we go along. Let's do this one, which is Her Magic. Which is a lot more brown than I thought. This one's more of a yellowy brown, I would say. Next is Closer with a $sign. This one is a lot more of a gray brown in my eyes. Pretty gray brown. Also, I know a lot of like full white women that have done reviews of these have said like the little curvature of this is too much or difficult to use. That's why I want my mom, who also has fuller lips than me, to try these and like tell me how she feels, like if this is more comfortable for her, less comfortable for her than a typical run-of-the-mill slant on mass-produced lipsticks. Because yeah, it is quite a big swoop, so I think it probably won't be too bad. But if you have really thin lips, I can see how this could be an issue. But I want to ask my mom how she feels about it, if it made it easier for her or not, because her lips are much fuller than mine. Next is Focused. I'm saving like the one that I got for a really stupid reason for last, by the way. This one's also a pretty yellowy brown. I love browns and like burnt orange lip colors. And the last one I got is because I'm a loser and I got Believe It. I got it because of Naruto. Also, I like the color, but mainly because it reminds me of Naruto. And that was like a big childhood. This one's also quite a yellowy brown in my eyes. I'm saying I haven't swatched any of these, so I don't know what they look like on me or my mom. So we will see what that looks like. Alrighty, hair change from earlier in this video. I have all of the swatches on my arm here, and they're very nice. I'm gonna kind of tell you what my mom thought when she was first applying them. She's not here right now. She's with my dad somewhere. But she was saying that they are very like creamy and smooth and like moisturizing feeling and like moist. She says that they just like really felt good and smooth. And she kept saying moist a lot for everyone. Like, how does this one feel? How does this one feel? She said consistently across the board they felt nice and smooth. I know for a lot of people they were saying that it's kind of sheer, but for me, on my mouth at least, it's pretty opaque. On my mom's mouth, they were a little bit sheerer. My mom has more pigmented lips than I do, and her lips are also bigger, so it takes more to get on her lips than it does for me. But she really did like all of them, and there were certain ones, I can't remember which ones, but she's like, ooh, I really like this one. And she's like, ooh, I really like this one too. Ooh, I really like this one. I only got 6 colors out of, I think, is that 9? 12? Something like that. I only got 6, because I think these were the ones I was most likely going to use myself. Also, some of them were really, like, pale, because I did watch Angelica's video. Angelica Nyqvist. And even on her, some of the light ones were really light and like were not ones I would personally use. But yeah, of the ones that I chose, every single one was like, ooh, I like this one. Ooh, I like this one. And I can't remember necessarily which ones her favorite were, Granted, a few of them did look quite similar on her. I would say she's a true medium. I would say I'm light. My dad is fair to pink. So my dad's arms were used, and my mom's lips were used, and my lips and arms were used. So I would say I'm light, my dad is fair, and my mom is a true medium. And for her, quite a few of these ones that I chose looked similar on her, and likewise on my dad, a few of these look similar on him. But on me, they look the most different, except for Believe It and I think is it Focused? I think those two are the most similar on me, just looking at my arm. But my mom kept reiterating how nice and smooth they were. I know I saw a white YouTuber who had thin lips say that it was uncomfortable or like difficult to use. For me, I think they fit my lips just fine. My mom also said that they were pretty comfortable to just use for like how the slant was, because I asked her how does it compare to like this versus like a Maybelline lipstick or Revlon. She said that this was more comfortable. It curves more onto her lips. What did she say? It fit her lips better. It formed on her lips better. Is that making kind of sense? So some slants are like this, while this one's more like that, I would say. And so it cups her lips better than a regular lipstick. Like if I look at my mom's lipsticks that she's worn a lot, you can see like there's more of like an indent since her lips are fuller. While for me, mine kind of do get worn more at a straight slant, while hers are a little more curved. So these coming straight out of the, like popping off a fresh tube, it is more curved, so it fits at least her lips much better. It fit my lips decently. I did get a little bit crazy, but I'm also not great at applying any makeup, so there's that. But she said it was really comfortable. It really followed her lips or cupped her lips. I don't remember exactly what she said, but she was really, really in love with the formula of it and the feel of it and how it glided on her lips and how it looked on her. She really did she's like, oh, it's like nudie, you know? I'm like, yeah, because I'm like, Mom, it is really nude lips for darker skin tones. So I think for her, she would probably be at like the lightest spectrum of like a darker skin tone, and then progressively get darker. So she really did like it though. She was really impressed with it. She's like, oh, what brand is it? I'm like, it's a Black-owned brand. Its purpose was to be making nude shades for darker skin tones, and she really liked them. She's like, ooh, this is like my lips. Ooh, I like this one. Ooh, this one's really smooth. Like, she said consistently they were all really smooth and creamy and moist. She kept saying moist. And she really did enjoy them. So I think if you are someone of a medium to deep skin tone, these are definitely excellent. If you like a nice cream lipstick, these are really, really nice. They are really soft and easy to take off. If you like something else with like longevity, these probably aren't for you, but just removing them also easy to remove. They didn't leave my lips feeling like in grotesque pain because I didn't have to like scrub them off or anything doing these lip swatches. My mom didn't either. She was totally fine the whole time, and doesn't do those ever. Yeah, so also if you are lighter like me or my dad, these are also pretty nice too. If you like a darker nude, definitely go for these. If you like brownier colors or orangier tones, definitely. I did notice one or two of these are definitely more yellow, which is good for me. I am definitely a little bit more yellow on the yellow side than I am on the pinker side. Like if you compare my skin tone to my dad's, he's definitely really pink and I am very much more yellow. So yeah, I hope being able to at least swatch it on 2 different arms and then 2 different lips, 4 different lips, 2 different pairs of lips was helpful for you. I think it would be, I thought it was helpful. I think it was really helpful to see it on my mom as well. And just to see how the coverage was on her lips. It did take a few more swipes on her lips to get a full coverage. Well, for me, I just did like one swipe kind of thing. For her, it took maybe 2. But overall, they were quite opaque on application. They're buildable. They're comfortable for sure. My mom really liked them, so I might give 1 or 2 of these to my mom, whichever one she liked the most. I'll probably just give them to her and then I'll, keep the rest, but they're pretty nice. Even with like the weird kind of like lines and such on a couple of these. They feel really nice. Like, it was really, I agree with my mom, very smooth, very moist. And yeah, that's it. That is a summary of my first impressions and some swatches and my mom's first impressions, since she's not here and she didn't want to be on screen. She actually yelled at me because I kind of got more of her face in there than she wanted. So she's like, I look so old and ugly. I'm like, Mom, you're like 65. Of course you're gonna look old. But she's not ugly, so I'm like, Mom, you look like an old lady because you are an old lady. Why? So we have to redo them. I gotta put makeup on. I'm like, no, Mom. Leave them. We're leaving it. We're leaving it. And when I was swatching these on my dad, she was also like, oh, why not use my arm? My arm's darker than my face, so why not? I was swatching them on my dad today. She like walks up, she's like, why don't you swatch it on my arm? My arm is darker than like my face, it'd be better. I'm like, Mom, it's okay, I already got your mouth. Your mouth was what was in your lip swatches is what's more important than your arm swatches, I think, for this. So if she really, really wanted me to include them, I would. I'm like, Mom, I don't need them. We already got your lips, and your lips worked wonderfully for it, and your input of how they applied on your actual mouth as opposed to your arm is far more helpful than you just saying like, oh, here's the colors on my arm. You know what I mean? So yeah. I think it's really telling if my mom gives it a seal of approval. So they are really affordable. They're Black owned, women owned, US owned. I think they're made in the US too. So all very good things. I really like it. The component of it is really nice. It's like a nice thick plastic. It feels luxe, if you will. And they look nice. They look so nice. Yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope this was helpful on some level for all of you. I enjoyed doing it. Granted, I didn't like my mom yelling at me and complaining about how I'm like, that doesn't look good. You didn't make me look good. Oh, you're taking too long. That sort of thing. But besides that, I really do appreciate her input as someone who is older. My dad is also older, so... But his wasn't like on his lips. My dad has really thin lips, so it would have been pointless to use his lips. But my mom is older, and I'm on the younger side. I am not 30 yet. I'm getting there, but not quite 30. Well, my mom is her mid-60s, so I think it's also a good show to show not only different skin tones, but also different aged mouths. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Believe it. Okay. So hopefully I put all of the lip swatches sprinkled out throughout the video, trying something a little different maybe. And hopefully I swatched them all individually on my arms, but I will also insert a swatch of them fully on my arms here. And yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you guys ever bought anything from Propa Beauty, since they're new, I guess, tell me what your favorite shade is on you that you've bought, or tell me your favorite shade on me or my mom. That would be great. Also, if you're thinking about buying from them, let me know. I would love to know what colors you have your eyes on, because I think they look pretty nice. I've seen a few reviews on a multitude of women and they all look really nice on them, so I'm pretty excited to wear them and, you know, give them a shot. Granted, it's gonna be a little difficult to wear this many lipsticks when I have to wear a face mask, but I digress. It'll be fine. And that's it. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye!